Shalom, giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Hodash. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel that do labor and teach the truth with all truth and in sincerity. Shalom to you, Akim, you hopeful elect that puts the truth with all truth and in sincerity, risking your life and freedom on the highway and the hedges to do so, making your body a living sacrifice, according to Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. Shalom to you, sincere believers, which consist of men and women. Shalom, Brakatham, and as always, Abad Babal. This is your brother Zakar Aban coming back with another video. All right, we're going to go into some history on the burning of Rome, right? Of the Roman Empire during the era of Nero. Okay, and through the spirit, you know, you can see some correlation between Trump and Nero. All right, but the point is, the same way Rome burned, all right, the same thing is going to happen to America, but in a way worse way. Because after Rome burned, right, Rome, you know, was built, okay, but ultimately America would not be rebuilt. This place would be in utterly desolate, okay, it would be destroyed. So, you know, start from the top. In this article I came across, okay, and I'll just read on down. It says the burning of Rome, 64 AD. It says during the nights of July the 18th, 64 AD. All right, and the AD goes into what? Anno Domini, which ultimately means in the year of the Lord. All right. It's a broke out in the merchant area. It's a fire broke out in the merchant area of the city of Rome, fanned by summer winds. The flames quickly spread through the dry wooden structures of the imperial city. Soon the fire took on a life of its own, consuming all in its path for 6 days and 7 nights. When the conflagration finally ran its course, it left 70% of city in smoldering ruins. Rumors soon arose accusing Emperor Nero of ordering the torching of the city and standing on the summit of the Palatine playing his lyre as flames devoured the world around him. Okay, and real quick, okay, once again, this place right here, all right, Babylon the Great, aka America, which is Rome all over again, right? This place, matter of fact, let me grab that. This just comes to mind. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15. It says that which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and out of one Yahweh required that which is past. Okay, so the kingdom of Rome is here once again. It is going by what? America. And we see the whole correlation of America and Rome, right? For example, how you watch the Super Bowl and you see the Roman numerology, you know, and many and there's many more examples. Okay, let's read start Revelation 13 verse 1 and read on down to verse 3, just once again to prove that this is Rome all over again coming back. Okay, this is actually Rome 2.0, man, because this place right here is very, very wicked. Revelation 13 and verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads, and 10 horns. All right, and now those 7 heads goes into what? Greek, Rome, Spain, France, Germania Major, Germania Minor, Great Britain. Okay, and 10 horns go to what? The EU, and upon his 10 horns and upon his head the name of blasphemy. Okay, and real quick, we understand that, you know, America came out of Great Britain. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, which is what? Greece, and his feet as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. Once again, going to what? You know, Great Britain. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Okay, and once again, we understand that what? America came out of Great Britain. All right, and that dragon represents what? The dragon represents the Roman, represents what? Rome. Verse 3, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. This is Rome coming back. Okay. Especially, when it came back during what? The Renaissance era. All right. You can, read that in the book of Revelation chapter 20. All right. And grab the history on that. But the point is, so this is Rome all over again. It has been what? The deadly wound was healed. So this is the revival of the Roman Empire. Okay. Just want to, grab that. So let's read a little bit more. It says, rumors as soon arose accusing the Emperor Roman Nero, of ordering the torturing of the city and standing on the summit of the Palatine, playing his lyre as flames devoured the world around him. These rumors had never been confirmed. In fact, Nero rushed to Rome from his palace in Antium Enzo and ran about the city all that first night without his guards, directing efforts to quell the blaze. But the rumors persisted, and the emperor looked it for a scapegoat. He found it in the Christians. All right. And those Christians are not speaking about, these modern day Christians of today. All right. These, lunatic Christians, these crazed and maniac Christians of today. No, he's talking about the Jews, man. All right. When you go to the book of Acts chapter 11, matter of fact, let's go to, I'm going to grab this history. Then I'm going to grab that in just a second. Go to, the Israelites was called what? Well, the Jews were called Christians first in Antioch. So let's grab this history. Then I'm going to grab the precept as well. Bear me 1 second. Okay, because ultimately Nero did what? He persecuted, as it says, the Jews. And during Nero's time, you had Apostle Peter. Apostle Paul was put to death during the reign of Nero. See if I can find that. I'm gonna read this history right here. Salakia. Okay, it said the crucifixion of Saint Peter. This dramatic scene depicts the crucifixion of Saint Peter, one of the 12 apostles. All right, and Apostle Peter is the head apostle. Okay, 12 apostles and the first bishop of Rome. The figure to the left of Saint Peter holds a key, a traditional symbol of this saint. All right, this is, once again, this is a article. All right, but I want to make this point. His execution was ordered by the Roman Emperor Nero. So that is it says that Emperor Nero persecuted the Christians, which were what? Israelites, the Jews. All right. His execution, predominantly the southern kingdom. All right, because by then, the northern kingdom was already on the side. But his execution was ordered by the Roman Emperor Nero, who blamed the city's Christians for a terrible fire that had ravaged Rome. Okay, so they were followers of Yahushua. Okay. Let's grab a little bit more. City's Christians for a terrible fire that had ravaged Rome. Peter requested to be crucified upside down as he felt unworthy to die in the same manner as Hamashiach. All right, the anointed. So the main point right here said execution was ordered by Roman Emperor Nero, who blamed the city's Christians for a terrible fire that had ravaged Rome. All right, and so these once again was not these Christians of today. Okay, these was actually of the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, let's grab one more. A couple of articles I got. I don't want to write to Zayah. It pulls up the water. Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Okay, it says, was Paul beheaded in Rome? The traditional view is that Paul was beheaded in Rome during the reign of Nero, AD 64. All right. AD 64, 67. In my recent book. All right, but that's pretty much the point. I just want to grab that, that one point. It said Rome during the reign of Nero, AD 64, 67. So these was, the followers of Yahweh Shai. All right, what they call Christian. So now let's go to the book of Acts, chapter 11, and verse 26. Not these different religion denominations of today, man. That shit is bugged the fuck out. So Acts chapter 11 and verse 26. Let's start at verse 24. For he was a good man and full of the Holy Spirit and of faith, and much people was added unto the outer one. All right, these will be what? The believers, the Israelites. Then departed Barnabas to Tarsus for to seek Saul, who is Paul. And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch. Okay, so once again, these will be what? The Israelites. All right, the Jews. Now let's grab a little bit more of this history. Okay, going to what? The burning of Rome. And once again, this burning of Rome is going to be the same thing's going to happen to America, but America will not be rebuilt. All right. So read where I left off at. Give me 1 second. Yep, directing efforts to quell the blaze, but the rumors persisted, and the emperor looked for a scapegoat. He found it in the Christians. All right, and went into a little bit of history of what Apostle Peter was crucified during the reign of Nero. Apostle Paul was beheaded during the reign of Nero. He found it in the Christians at that time, a rather obscure religious sect with a small following in the city. To appease the masses, Nero literally had his victims fed to the lions during giant spectacles held in the city's remaining amphitheater. All right. From the ashes of the fire rose a more spectacular Rome, a city made of marble and stone with wide streets, pedestrians, arcades, ample supplies of water to quell any future blaze. Okay, but that was pretty much the point right there. Just going into what? The burning of Rome. All right. So let's fall back more off the persecution. Okay. Once again, because those Christians was what? Jakes. So let's go to a little bit more of the history. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 11. All right, because understanding history, you have to get the mystery. Let's start at 2nd Esdras, chapter 11. I'm going to grab a few, then I'm going to skip down as well. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 11, in verse 1. Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, and this eagle represents what? Rome. An eagle which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. All right, and those 12 feathered rings go into what? The 12 feathered rings are the 12 seizures. All right, which ultimately reigned for roughly around 120 years. Then pretty much after that, there was Jake ruling. Okay. An eagle which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. You had Julius Caesar, Augustus Caesar, and Tiberius Caesar. Those would be the 3 heads. And it says, and I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth, and all the winds of the air blew on her and were gathered together. All right, and real quick, those winds goes into what? Those are the nations that was under the influence of the Roman Empire. Okay. See what I want to get. So just bringing the first 2 verses out to put it in perspective, that this is what the Roman Empire. Okay, the 12 feathered wings going to what? The 12 seizures. Now let's go to around verse 30 to go into what? Nero. Okay. Salaki, the persecution of the Jews. Let's start at verse 2nd Esdras 30. So I want to start with verse 32. It says, but this head put the whole earth in fear and bear rule in it over all those that dwell upon the earth, with much oppression, and it had the governance of the world more than all the wings that had been. All right, and this will be during the time of what, 66 AD. It said, but this head put the whole earth in fear and bear rule in it over all those that dwell upon the earth with much oppression. Okay, yeah, the persecution of what they call the Christians, which was the Jews, and it had the governance of the world more than all the wings that had been. Okay, and this would be the time during what like 66 AD. This is when Jake was catching hell. All right, the followers of Yahweh Shai. Okay, from around 66 AD to 70 AD. Okay, and also during the, let's go to the book of Luke 23. And there followed him a great company of people and of women, which also bewailed and lamented him. But Yahushua turning unto them said, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. Why? Could this come into the time of 70 AD, 66 AD to 70 AD, man, the great great persecution. All right, when they fled into West Africa and all of that. For behold, the days are coming in the which they shall say, blessed are the bearing and the wombs that never bare, and the paps which never gave suck. Then shall they begin to say to the mountain, fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. Okay, so the same thing is getting ready to happen, man. As far as all hell's getting ready to break loose. Okay, because once again, that was done in the past is going to happen all over again. All right, so these damn Edomites, okay, is going to come down on Jake of today, the ones that follow Yahweh Shai. All right, and also, they're going to be more Jakes that's, going to be race rights and all of that. That's why it says what Jake's trouble. Okay, so great persecution is coming. Yeah, but that's pretty much the point. I just want to grab a few things on the burning of Rome. All right, a few things I had on my spirit. So that was pretty much the point right there. And I'm going to wrap it up. So I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Hodash. Honors be to the elders of the nation of Israel that do labor and teach the truth with all truth and in sincerity. Shalom to you, Akim, you hope for elect that puts your truth with all truth and in sincerity, risking life and freedom on the highway and hedges, making your body a living sacrifice, according to Romans 12 and verse 1. Shalom to you sincere believers, which consist of men and women. Shalom, Brakatham, and as always, above all.